You see, I was looking at this chart a couple weeks ago. It totally slipped my mind. I meant to make this video when I seen it, but I got over encumbered with work and all types of shit. So here we are now. We're doing it right now, okay? So you see, it says estimated percent of 30-year-olds who are both married and homeowners from 1950 through 2025. All right. And we can see at the beginning of this chart, it says 1950, 50%, over 50% to be exact. That's like a little bit over 50%, bubbling around like 53% to 54. Even shooting up in the 1960s, it shot up to about 55 to 54%. Then after the 1960s, when we hit the 70s, it's just been a steady decline. Um, and we have to ask and pose the question as to why that decline happened. It's not like the houses are better. They don't all come with heated floors or like, you know, greenhouse windows or like land where you can make your own produce on or like, no, none of that. They're actually getting smaller, more poorly built. Um, the neighbors are being more crime ridden, and on top of it all, the prices are just going up. And to make it worse, like you don't even got no family. Like we don't even get no family just to make it, just to put the icing on the cake. It's like these are alarm bells of the alarm bells if I ever like seen it before. Like this is the Liberty Bell of alarm bells, bro. And it's crazy because I really want to angle this video to like use all of this to show how they're really steering us into a cyberpunk dystopia. It's right here. It's right here and it's clear. Things like this where they dry out the real estate power or the buying power of the people when it comes to owning their own houses, land, things where they could, make their own rules, shall I say. It's gonna get to a point like we're really just walking through really muddy waters right now. Alright. Son, my son has a son. My daughter, my daughter, she has two husbands, four kids. I got my pension and my retirement. I got a wife from Germany. Head ass. Like, bro, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The world that all of those old people lived in, it just doesn't exist anymore. It's non-existent. The chart we looked at is so like disgusting. It's disgusting, bro. We're talking about like a 74 year time gap, right? How on earth do you go from 50% to under 15% in 70 fucking years, bro? 70 fucking years, 50 to 15, and we're not sounding the fucking alarm bells? Look, and my first gripe when it comes to marriage and dating and like community and the family being broken up is the economy. My second gripe is the government because both have significant roles in it. The government will pass laws and bills that will literally break up the family or incentivize people to break up families. And then you have businesses and corporations that bleed people dry to the point where people, one, can't really think about making babies, too scared to make a baby. Like, you gotta think about it. The human is a natural, if we're following the scientific standpoint, we are just natural animals. Like my little kitty right here, you feel me? We are just like natural animals, so that means we have primal instincts. And the primal instinct is not like being able to conceive or like get in the mood to have sex if you're not like satiated with your needs, you know, like your space, your cleanliness, your like food needs, nutritional needs. Like, bro. So we're living in a world where people won't be able to have their own land, their own space and sanctity, right? Okay. And more than not, is gonna be offshored by the government. The government will be panting out grants of all types of sorts, all types of legislation to where I really feel as if they're trying to get society under their thumb to implement the dystopia, the cyberpunk dystopia. You see, if you bleed everybody dry, right? Like you bleed them all dry, put nothing, lint in their pockets, right? And you tell them, okay, we're gonna turn on the faucet, so we're gonna cut the water back on, right? They're gonna be happy. They're gonna be jumping for joy. But you tell them, but if we cut the water back on, y'all can't say this no more. Okay? Y'all can't do this anymore. Oh, damn, another thing, another barrier. And if you guys search this up on the internet, this is gonna happen. We're gonna stop paying you. You're gonna starve. You won't be able to feed your family. Or shit, like the way it's gonna be going, like they could probably cut off your lights and shit and like lock your doors and shit. The way it's going, if we keep giving up the buying power to the government, I wouldn't even say the government, to corporations like BlackRock and foreign entities that probably should not be named. We could say China for 1,000 days, but we can't say the other countries without getting flagged or some shit, which is abhorrent to me. But hey, it's America. We're bought and sold. Bought and sold like a stripper on a Tuesday night. But hey, it is what it is. And it's even like crazier because men and women are at odds. Like, men and women are at odds from the women's standpoint. It's more so like some political shit, some like order down the line beehive shit. You know how that shit go. And then the guys and shit, I really think it's a financial thing. Dudes is out here damn nearly fighting for their life. To be totally honest, I mean, you are gonna put up. I mean, shit. I don't really care about no political shit when it comes to women. The average dude really doesn't. But the average dude cares about their pockets when it comes to women. And it's hard out here, like, to feed another head. Then you gotta, like, bro, you gotta look for the housing and shit if you really trying to build a family. And then it's too much. Like, it's too expensive out here to just be out here just knocking joints down, going on about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dating expensive and shit nowadays. Like, you gotta cook a home cooked meal for a chick nowadays, man. I don't got time for all that shit. You go out, you breathe in the wrong room, man. That's $40 off rip. Go to the grocery store. You just want to get some shit for your body, like some deodorant. You might want a couple of eggs. You might want to make some pancakes too, nigga. That's $30-$40. Man, look, shit, I'm not saying it's bleak and there ain't no way, because, hey, there's definitely ways to make money out in this world. There's 1,000 ways to make money. People getting rich every goddamn day. But I'm not gonna be one of these bootlicking ass niggas that's out here that's gonna be like, no, nothing's happening. There's nothing to complain about. We're in America, the greatest country in the world. I'm not on that shit. I'm not a stupid bootlicker. I'm not. Hey, I'm not. Even if I know how to manage my money or I know how to surplus what I have, that still doesn't change the fact that it's disgusting what's happened to the market. I'm looking where I'm at. My folks have been badgering me to get a house, do this, do that, bro. The housing market is it's insidious, man. It's insidious, bro. Like townhouses, 600,000. Townhouse, no garage, no nothing, no man. Townhouse, bro. $600,000. Shit that probably like realistically go for like what? I don't even want to say 200,000, bro. Like it's absurd out here. My best bet is to move out in the boonies and shit. Run it up and move out the boonies. That's like your best bet in this country, bro. Cause the city life is dead, bro. Unless you're making upwards of 100,000 minimum a year, bro. Okay. Major cities in America. If you're not making 100,000 a year, it's long gone, man. Unless you want to live with 3 to 4 fucking roommates, like the girl you met at the bar on Saturday night, or the dude that's fucking busting his ass trying to become a fucking programmer. Like shit, that's how most people are living in the city, bro. 3, 4, or 5 people shacking up. You're not supposed to be living like this. We make too much money. America generates too much money. And I know there's a possibility, like there's loopholes. You could go to different like pockets and regions into the country to where you can buy some land or buy housing and whatnot. But it should never be this hard. People's grandparents that lived here for a while, they was buying shit for nothing, bro. They was buying shit for jack shit, literally, bro. But they gonna tell us, oh, y'all just don't want to work. Y'all are lazy. Like, it's insane.
Nice. No, we won't. I've got it all figured out. The baby can have Bart's crib, and Bart can sleep with us until he's 21.
Won't that warp him?
My cousin Frank did it.
You don't have a cousin, Frank.
He became Francine back in 76. Then he joined that cult. I think his name is Mother Shabooboo now.
Pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
Oh my god.
Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
Right. The guy's not even going smack no more. They not even shooting their shot. It's just like some people just see it as like a lost cause or whatnot. I don't know. Some people gave up. And then you have dudes that are literally like, they don't want to like talk to a girl in person without like, I don't know, having like an internet connection with them. Or they won't even try to like interact with girls in like real life in the wild type shit. They won't try to meet a woman in the wild. They rather go meet a woman on Instagram or Tinder. And I ain't gonna lie, some of those people, they be killing it on Tinder. There's some people that be killing it on Tinder and Instagram, and they're not really like that when it comes to bagging a girl in the wild. But we live in an even more cooked time and age, because what she said is a half-truth. It's a real half-truth. Because sad truth is a lot of guys are approaching these girls. A lot of guys are approaching and they're getting shot down. They're getting curved.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Katya.
Katya, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she has a boyfriend. I hate to break it to you.
It's okay, thank you.
I know she can talk for herself, but we actually have somewhere to go.
That's not what I said. I just said have a great night and she's beautiful. Oh, excuse me? Excuse me. You're beautiful. You caught me off guard.
$100. $100.
Alright, I was talking to your friend.
I don't give a
I was
Give her
talking to your friend.
$100. Give her $100.
Why are you being so rude?
You go get bruised.
No, I was talking to her.
Suck a
You do that every day. Excuse me, I have a question. Are you guys like...
Fuck off!
Like just...
Fuck off!
Relax.
Okay. they got curved or they're getting called creepy. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a thin line. A very, very thin line. So it's kind of fucked up. Okay? it's kind of fucked up. So then you have this statistic of dudes, right, who've never approached a girl before. 45% of these dudes, 45% of the men in America have never approached a girl before. Let that sink in. How on earth, bro? How is it 45% never? Like with romantic intention or some shit, or with like trying to set up a date. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I remember one time I approached like over 10 chicks in the bar one night. Shit. That was one night to remember. So if that's like a real statistic, what's the statistic for guys like me? Because I did that and I'm still single. I'm picky though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm real picky. Like, I like mango juice, but I don't like mangoes. Type picky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like an anomaly for real. So don't count me in. But I be shooting my shot. I see something I like, I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it. But seeing that statistic makes I be kind of like, it's like a sinister smile, bro. Because like, if dudes aren't shooting their shot, that means it's like more girls for the guys that are shooting their shot, right? And that would be true, but sadly it's not. We live in a world where, since thanks to social media and whatnot, like we really are heading towards a cyberpunk dystopia by the day. The reason why I say this is because we have this big percentage of guys that have never approached a girl. They'll get their fulfillment from the internet. They might even be using a ChatGPT or a robot of some sort. But then you have this another group of guys that never approach a girl in real life, but they approach them on the internet and they're successful. And then you have this group of guys who are successful at both, and then another group that are successful at approaching in real life and not successful on the internet, and vice versa, right? This is like weird times that we live in. Real strange, bro. Like, when you really put this shit together, none of this stuff is put into that 45% or in that chart. Because of that 45%, some of those guys probably could have bagged, like, a couple chicks off the internet, right? Maybe not. And this really pushes the case of the cyberpunk dystopia, because you can bag a chick off, like, in real life, and once she sees your, like, internet footprint, your internet digital carbon footprint, once she sees your digital carbon footprint, she might like be like turned off, like just because you don't have like the amount of followers that she likes or some shit, or like say you post too much or some shit. Like, bro, we live in a world now to where the intangible has become tangible. You get what I'm saying? The intangible has become tangible. Okay, walk with me. So if the intangible has become tangible, and we have to like we gotta sit here and deal with that type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Without knowing where it's headed, because in all honesty, we don't know where it's headed. We're being walked into a burning cabin by the minute, by the hour. And then you have the robot girlfriends coming in. Like, I put that in one of my last videos, I think. The robot girlfriends. You know, The robot senior living companionships. That's coming through too. So it's strange. Very, very strange, man.
Everyone buying a house right now because I just got off maybe one of the most humbling phone calls of my life, and I got quoted a 6.5% mortgage rate. Mind you, I do have an 808 credit score. I have zero debt. I'm also a registered nurse, so I mean, in the state of Florida, which I work in, it's not great income, let's be real. But yeah, I'm also single, so one income. How am I supposed to buy a house with a mortgage rate that high? One mortgage payment would be more than one of my paychecks. So yeah, that's very depressing. What is everyone doing? Okay, so how is everyone buying a house right now? Because I just got off maybe one of the most humbling phone calls of my life, and I got quoted a 6.5% mortgage rate. Mind you, I do have an 808 credit score. I have zero debt. I'm also a registered nurse, so I mean, in the state of Florida, which I work in, it's not great income, let's be real. But yeah, I'm also single, so one income. How am I supposed to buy a house with a mortgage rate that high? One mortgage payment would be more than one of my paychecks. So yeah, that's very depressing.
The people that literally did everything right. They did what they were supposed to do. They followed Ma and Pa, what they said, what me, Ma told you to do. Go put your head in them books. Don't pay attention to that outside noise. Don't go out there and follow. Don't be a follower. Don't don't do nothing but that schoolwork, man. Literally, like, they told them to do stuff like that. There's people that did that, went to school, got a degree. They didn't tell them that you might end up in debt though. That you was gonna end up hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. They just told them go to school, get a degree. And then on the other note, you got the people that really did that shit to the T. They did their big one. You know what I'm saying? They did their big one. You feel me? They did their big one, bruh. So those people that did their big one, they went to school. They got the scholarship, the big scholarship. They didn't pay no money. No money. They didn't pay a dime. They did like a cool degree. I'm not saying like they became like a fucking brain surgeon. I mean, if you become a brain surgeon, you're like set for life. That's a good one. Or like I don't know, AI systems, something like that. But like they became like a nurse, like the lady in the video. So her ducks are in a row. And on top of it all, she has no debt. She has no debt. On top of it all, she has no debt. No school debt. She makes a cool amount of money. Like, that's minimum 50 to 70K a year, right? Somebody that has a college education, no debt, great credit score, they should be able to have a house. They should be able to get a house. Like, bro, that's easy peasy. Like, they should be able to have like 3 houses just off credit and like their like merit alone, just because the return, the ROI is very probable. You know what I'm saying? But no, even they can't get a house. And then you're gonna hear there's gonna be some 4-year-old that squeaked through after the 2008 housing pandemic and luckily got a house, or some boomer that hung on to their house that they bought for shit, a couple lighters and 6 blueberries. Shit, some firewood. Your fifth cousin. They was getting houses off shit like that. Marrying off their fifth cousin or some dumbass shit. Boom, now you got a house. Like, people was getting land off the stupidest shit back in the day, bro. That shit is not happening no more, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That shit is not happening no more. Like, I don't know what business corporation or like who came through to like fix that shit, but they did the big one, bro. That shit's not happening no more, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is what it is, though. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, we got robbed and fucking blind, like in plain sight, broad daylight, just robbed blind.
Taking over the world. Let's hear some ideas.
Okay, to take over the world, we will use our vast wealth and business connections to buy and control politicians, who will then advance our evil agendas through the legislative process. We'll also want to buy a network of media outlets in order to garner public support for the politicians we control. Within several years, we will be running the world without anyone even knowing.